Hey everybody, I'm Scott and this is my YouTube channel, The Quilting Camper. And guess what we're doing today? We're doing an unboxing of the Bernina 475 QE Edition. I hope you'll join me. Welcome back. I'm so excited you guys decided to join me on this special unboxing of the Bernina 475 QE Kaffe Edition. And I don't really say Kaffe in my intro, and that's just because it's a unique machine that Bernina had with Kaffe Fassett, a famous quilt designer. And it has some special uniquenesses about it, and I think I'm gonna love it. Why am I getting a new machine? I knew you were thinking that. Well, I need a different machine for when I do my camping trips and when I go to special classes to do quilting. And also when my Bernina 790 Pro is busy doing quilting in a hoop or some embroidery designs, I can do my piecing on this machine because it uses the same feet, and that makes a huge difference. So your 1/4 inch seam allowance is the same on both machines. As you all know, I do have a Pfaff Expression 720, which you've seen me on my previous camping trips. The problem is it's heavy. It's just not portable for these camping retreats. Also, it uses a different 1/4 inch foot. It's different than my Bernina feet. And so when I sew a project on that machine, I can't finish it on the Bernina machine. I have to keep sewing it on the Pfaff 720. Plus, I'm really excited about the potential of becoming a Bernina brand ambassador, and by doing so, I'd like to feature all my future videos that are on site for camping and retreats with a Bernina machine. And I'm just doing that for some consistency in my life. I came across an incredible deal on a portable machine. My friends at Bigsby Sewing Center are just absolutely amazing. I have been shopping with them for over 20 years and they know me really, really well. And so when I came to them and I said, you know, you guys, I need a portable machine for my camping trips. What would make the most sense? I kind of thought about Bernette, and they were like, you really should stay with Bernina. And I said, yes, I know that. It just felt like maybe Bernette would be more portable, but they were right. And that's because I use the same feet on my 790 Pro that I would use on the 475E. Now this is definitely a 5.5 millimeter machine, while my Bernina 790 is a 9 millimeter machine, but the feet will still interchange okay. Plus this comes with a whole new set of quilting feet, which I'm excited about. The only thing I might need to invest in is a single hole stitch plate. I might get one of those eventually, but for now we're kind of starting with the basics, and I'm really excited that I was able to pick this up today. So whenever I get a new machine, I like to do an unboxing right away and get it out there, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about Bigsby Sewing and why I think they are a really incredible resource if you need any assistance with Bernina sewing notions and quilting. Okay everybody, I do want to remind you all that this is not a sponsored video. I know I talk about Bigsby Sewing, and I will share some things with you later about why I love them as a dealer, and also they are like family to me. All the information about them is going to be in the description below, but they do not pay me a dime to say anything. I just feel it's important to become close to your dealer because that dealer is there to support you. And that's how you learn how these machines work, and you're not thinking about hearsay, because you know what? Sewing machines for people are a lot like sports. They always have a favorite team that they're always saying that this is the best team ever and my team is gonna beat yours, and I'm not kidding. When it comes to brands, it's like sports. And so if you're a Pfaff user, you may be like, oh my god, Pfaff is the only brand, it's the best one ever. Or if you're a Bernina user, oh, I'm a Bernina user and I love my machine. And you should be proud of your sewing machine that you buy. It perfects your projects. That's why you love it. But remember, everybody is different. Everyone has different needs. So do some research. Go out there and check to find out which brand appeals to you. Maybe it's a style or a look. For me, Bernina is where I have my home, and I will always tell you, you can rely on Bernina. Just because it's a Swiss company, it's still owned by the family that started it over 130 some years ago. And just remember, you know, that is huge. A lot of other sewing machine companies are owned by withholding groups. And of course, there are some other companies out there that are still owned by the original manufacturer, but they're not owned by the original family that started it. And that kind of makes something special to me. The stitch quality of Bernina is great, and they're always innovating their products ahead of everyone else. And that is because they have a United States base here. Bernina cares enough about their product development that they're getting feedback from the United States to design and help push their machines forward. And that's what I love about Bernina. The Bernina is a business based on feedback and development and research and dealers and people like you and I that want to use a machine. And that's why I love this product so much. And that's why I want to be a brand ambassador. Without further ado, please check out my blogs, thequiltingcamper.com, to find out what's going on in my life, the latest and greatest. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel to make sure that you're up to date with what's going on. I've been uploading a lot of video shorts on products I'm working with, so I'd really like for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is going to help me so much. I've noticed I got 5 subscribers in the last week, so I know you guys are watching. Just keep watching, leaving comments, and giving me a thumbs up. Let's do an unboxing. So the Kaffe Fassett 475 Bernina comes with a really cool extra goodie. It comes with luggage, and we're gonna unbox that too. So we're gonna start by opening up the box and pulling out some of the contents. We're gonna have a fun little speed up video for that. I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. I love how Bernina packages their products. That's because they use different layers, like trays, into the box before you get to the machine, so everything is stored so perfectly. Make sure that you always keep your boxes, you guys. Find a storage closet, place in the basement. Maybe you have a storage locker like I do, and just leave that box and all of its contents in that same place, because you never know when you might need to port it to your dealer, or if you're ready to trade it for a different machine. When you keep your boxes and all of its contents, it keeps the value of the machine better for you for future trades. Of course, this machine is so super cute, you're not going to want to trade it, I promise. So let's look at the first tray. I remember this from my Bernina 630. I had one of these before. So this is the slide-on table. It's really cool. It's translucent, and it does have your metric and imperial measurements on the bottom here. And I love that it has a little window here so you can see when you need to change your bobbin. But you guys know that the bobbins on this machine are 70% bigger than a standard bobbin, so you don't have to change it as much. We have a hands-free system. This is the knee lifter bar. This goes on the bottom of the machine, and then your knee takes your presser foot up and down. Pretty cool. I am not a knee lifter guy, but because this machine doesn't have the pivot that my 790 Pro has, I probably will start using it. You saw me unbox this. This is the custom luggage that comes free when you purchase the Kaffe 475 QE edition. It is just absolutely beautiful. It's gray with that kind of aqua color and these cute little flower motifs. They kind of look like fireworks to me, and I'm gonna kind of stick with that. I wasn't totally into those flower motifs when I first saw it, but the more and more I looked at it, I'm like, it is kind of cute. This machine sews like butter. It's wonderful. All right, let's look at the second tray. We've got our books here. And I'm gonna pull out my tray here. Kind of go through this stuff that's in here, but let's start with the books first. Thank you for purchasing your Bernina Kaffe Edition. Then we got the book of Bernina accessories. This usually comes standard with most Bernina machines, and I like it because it lets you know what's available. And it's really cool. They've got like a foot guide in here, so if you want to know more about your Bernina feet, it has QR codes now in here that will give you information off their website. You just use your camera to scan it. I do have quite a few Bernina feet, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to stay with the Bernina family of machines, so that way my projects are the same. Even though the machine is different, the feet are the same, and those are the tools that make your seams perfect. This is cool. I like having this because that way you know more about your accessories. Then we have the Kaffe 475, its own manual. The machine, as you can see, is a robin's egg blue or an aqua. It depends on the lighting. I do like this aqua color. I know the Quilting Camper, I use like a kiwi colored green or a chartreuse for my logo, but chartreuse looks really nice with aqua, so I'm really happy about it. It's kind of fun. My dealer was so cute though. They said, you know, if you want us to, we could pop off the plastic covers and we could spray epoxy it any color you would like. I said, I might think about that. I think that this color is going to grow on me. It came out about 2 years ago, and I really was excited about it when I first saw it. They do make a Bernina 475 standard edition where it's white and silver. Or no, it's white and white. Is it white and silver or white? It's white and white. It's all white. Had to think for a moment. The 400 series is all white. But you know what? This was a better deal and it came with the luggage. This luggage is invaluable, and when I go on my camping trips, I need this, and this is what makes it magical for me to take to a retreat or a class. And these are really great. The Kaffe Edition has unique stitches too that are matching the motif that you see here on the front. It's one of the reasons why I like having this. A lot of the stitches that I use for quilting that are on my 790 Pro, that were on my Tula 770, are on this machine as well. And the interface is the same. So there's my books. I'll have to take this to work on my break and read it. Breaks at work are a good time to learn about the products you buy. All right, we've got the power cord. Pretty basic. Oh, and then we have our feet. All Bernina feet are hand polished and made in Switzerland. We have a number 5 foot. This is your blind hem stitch. Of course, number 37, this is your patchwork foot. 1/4 inch seam allowance on the outer left or outer right, and then an 1/8 inch on the inner left and the inner right. And then we have a number 4, which is your zipper foot. I love Bernina zipper feet. It's so easy to do zippers on Bernina. And then we have the overlock foot, and that is number 2. My 790 have a dollhouse case that stands up and has place to put all the feet. This machine, being a 400 series, does not have that accessory case. I could buy one if I'd like. However, this is going to be perfect, especially for travel. And that way, when I take some of the feet out of my other dollhouse from my other machine and put it in here, it'll be easy for me to figure which feet belong with the other machine when I come back home. I like having something a little bit different to put them in. Now, by the way, the buttonhole foot is still in the box. It's in the base styrofoam with the machine, so it's coming. It's a cool foot. So it looks like I have room for some bobbins and some of my other accessories. It looks like the feet fit into these little crevices here, so I'll go ahead and put them in. And I think this one here is for the buttonhole foot. I can tell that. All right, here's some accessories. Oh, I got some more Bernina bobbins. These are the amazing Bernina bobbins. There's 1 bobbin in the machine and there's 4 in the case. Usually they come in a set of 5. And these bobbins cost a little bit of money, but always watch for sales at your Bernina dealer. They look cool too. I like this metallic side. This goes in toward the machine, and this is what you see when you put it into your bobbin case. And this side here is bigger than the inner side. That is why there's only one way to put your bobbin into the bobbin case. You can't make a mistake. See these highly little engineered things that Bernina does? This is one of those things. And it makes it better because then you know if your bobbin is in right, you're gonna have perfect stitches every time. This is so cool. It holds 70% more than your standard bobbin. I have a foam guide for my thread spool. We have a cute little red screwdriver for changing the needle. And of course you have your oil. Always use Bernina branded oil or the oil that your dealer recommends. Berninas do require oiling in the hook. Make sure you always check with your dealer to make sure you know how that works. It's pretty simple to do. Berninas stay happy by changing your needle and oiling them regularly, and they last forever because of it. I also have some spool pin caps. This is for holding your thread into place on your spool pin on the machine. I'll put those in here too, because this is where all your accessories for your machines are stored. And of course, what would we do without that seam ripper? Do you guys remember when I did the unboxing for my 790 Pro? I couldn't figure out what the name of this was. I sewed for 25 years and I don't know what this is called. As we get older, we forget what things are called. We forget names, we forget things. Of course, the brush, this is also part of your maintenance process to clean out your machine and get rid of lint in the throat plate and also around the bobbin hook system. And then we have this little guy here. These are kind of fun. I've used a product called a Genamajig, which is very similar to this. This helps kind of create a gradient on the back side of your presser foot. And you have thickness changes in the fabric that feeds through so it doesn't skip a stitch. That's what this is for. Now what I love about Bernina is that it has a control to adjust the presser foot pressure. That way if you have finer fabrics or if you have a lot more thick fabrics, you can adjust that presser foot pressure. I have found out with one of my older machines that adjusting the presser foot pressure made it easier for me to bind my quilts. Here you go. I learned that from my dealer as well. I love these bags with the drawstrings on them. I'll just leave them in here. We also do get an assortment of Bernina branded needles. I use Schmetz needles 100% of the time, but it's always nice to have a good needle. These machine needles are tested by Bernina, so you can trust these to be good too. We always get a little sampler of Metrozine, which is Mettler thread. It's 100% polyester thread. Always use good quality thread if you can. Gutermann's always good. Mettler is always good. And of course for quilting, I use high quality cotton thread. Usually Aurifil is my favorite to go with. There's Katona from Madeira. They make good threads too. So I'll just probably throw this in my notions drawer. Okay, that's layer 2. All right. I think the machine's coming. Oh, there it is. I get to be such a geek. Now on top of this amazing roller tote, or luggage tote I should say, you also get your machine cover. And look at how cute this cover is. It's like a toaster cover. Look at how small it is. I'm so used to my ginormous machine. And here we get this cute little Kaffe Edition. I do like this. They do such a great job for branding. And you know what, it kind of reminds me of my Tula machine. I miss my Tula machine sometimes. Bernina needs to celebrate their Swiss heritage. I would love an all-red Bernina machine. Now that would rock my world. Or another Tula pink machine would be exciting too. But I do like Kaffe. First got interested into quilting about 15 years ago. Picked up a Kaffe Fassett book up in Door County when there were a lot more quilt shops up there. And I really liked it. It kind of appealed me because Kaffe has a really cool color palette. I don't understand it. It's kind of like batiks to me, but there is a cool quilt shop that I went to recently up in Plymouth, Wisconsin. And the owner up there mixed her Kaffe fabric in with other fabric. And so it made it easier for me to find the fabric that I like based on a colorway and not just based on the designer. And that's brilliant. So here's the buttonhole foot. It does an automated buttonhole, one of the best features in the whole world. You know, I took a class in 1998 with my best friend Maria when I had bought my first sewing machine, and I wanted to learn how to do garment construction. And I brought my Pfaff in for 2 of those sessions. We learned how to sew in new homes at the Milwaukee Area Technical College, but I did bring my machine in for 2 sessions out of, I don't know, I think there were like 18 classes. That was the one where we had to make buttonholes, and so I had a really cool buttonhole foot on the Pfaff, and I made some corded buttonholes on my vest that I was putting together. And the people in the class were like, look at Scott, he's making the best buttonholes, they look amazing. And the teacher was a traditionalist sewist. I won't criticize her, she was a nice lady, but she said, oh no, he didn't make those buttonholes, his machine did. He said, I financed a $3,500 machine in 1998. I should get some credit for that. So I always think about that when I see a buttonhole foot. So I'm going to put that in here. Never underestimate the technology of your machine. There's still plenty of technique out there. You don't need to go get a piece of cardboard and do your satin stitch on one side and another on the other side and hope that the tack stitch on the top and the bottom almost make a perfect buttonhole. If your machine makes a buttonhole automatic, use it. Don't listen to anyone else because it's still handmade. You're still making your own stuff. That's a tip from Quilting Camper. It's a Bernina machine. It's all metal inside, so it's still heavy, but it's more manageable. Take this out. Oh look, it's a nice gray foot. That's kind of cool. It still has the nice storage for the cord in the bottom. I like that. I like the branding, the Bernina name on there. Of course, this is just an unboxing. I'm not going to plug it in and turn it on, but you'll see me plenty of times when I'm on my camping trips using this machine. I'm so excited. My hesitation to this machine was the flower motif on the front. I know it represents the Kaffe design aesthetic. It doesn't replace the polka dots that I had on my Tula pink machine. I love this robin's egg blue color. It is so pretty. You need to have a sewing machine that's not white or black or gray. It's nice to have something that has a little bit of character. It kind of adds adds to the whole experience and the journey. It does have the knobs on the front, just like my 790 has. It has the same buttons for the needle position. It does have a thread cutter. I'm excited. I do not have the dual feed, but that's okay. Berninas have incredible feed without dual feed. They always come with a quality card. The person that signs off on it hands write their name on it after they do the inspection. And it's so cool. It's actually written in ink. One of my favorite things on here, I know this is silly, you guys, but this is one of the things I really liked about it. You do have your side spool over here for different types of spools where you need to have a vertical placement. There is a spool pin here that pops up. How cool is that? It's not a fidget toy. You don't want to do that. I know it's tempting. This machine reminds me a lot of my 630. The bobbin winder is very similar. The placement of the thread tension is very similar. And it's about the same size as that as well. And of course you can see here is the presser foot pressure adjustment tool here. Oh, I totally forgot this works with BSR. Oh my gosh. On the back, it says BSR down here. There is a plug to put the Bernina stitch regulator on here. This is a quilting machine, so I'm really excited that is a part of it. It doesn't come with a BSR foot, but my 790 has one, and they're all the same. I kept the BSR foot from my 630, so I could keep that one packed with this machine. It works out really cool. I think this will be a lot of fun to have. I did finally try sewing on it about 2 months ago when Bixby's ordered it for me, and I was really happy with the way it sewed. It was very high quality. Tray in here and it locks right into place. There we go. And it's got the number 1 foot on it. So the 1 foot is the one that comes standard on all Bernina machines when you buy them. Oh, you guys, this has been fun. Thanks again for hanging out with me on this Bernina unboxing. It's really exciting to be able to share this with you. This was something that was a long time coming. I thought about getting this machine 2 years ago. My reasoning not is because I thought I wanted to live back in my Pfaff roots. I kept thinking to myself, no, Scott, let's stick with Bernina. This is a brand that I have come to trust and love, and the stitch quality is really amazing. And like I said, I can use all of my bobbins from my other machine on this one. I can use most of my feet on this one. The only thing I have to do differently is get a stitch plate. That's the only thing. Too bad I don't have my 630 anymore. I could take the straight stitch plate off of that one. So I think it's the same. It's okay. My friends at Bixby's are like family to me. If there's anything I can ever purchase that I need, I'm going to purchase it from them because I want to support their business, just like you should always support your local businesses as well. Whether it's a small family-owned operation or if it's a medium-sized business or people that you've known for a long time, support them. It's really hard to have your own business. I want to have my own quilt shop. It's a dream of mine. And just to figure out how to get everything to come together has been very difficult. When it comes to sewing machines, always have a dealer. They're there to support you, answer questions, get you the right tools. And if you have a problem, they will always help you. And if they don't, shop around and find another one. And like I said, if you guys don't have a Bernina dealer or a dealer that you trust, please look in my description below. I have Bixby's information listed there, their website, their phone number, contact information. Reach out to them. They would love to do business with you. I know Bernina dealers can do business over the phone. They can help you find the right solution. They can ship items directly to you. If that's something that you would be interested in, please check them out. Just something to think about. I love those people at Bixby's. I've known Rosemary and Don for over 20 years. They're the sheer responsibility why I love Bernina machines. They've taught me why they are better and why they perform the way that they do. I have now had experience on several different machines, and it's been consistent enough that I know I can trust the brand. I know the stitch quality I'm going to get is impeccable. Donna, who used to work there, now works for Bernina Education and has been for a long time. She's amazing. I'll have a little picture here of Rosemary, myself, and Donna at the Bernina 990 Roadshow that I recently attended. It was really amazing. It was nice to see Donna again. She is so professional and such a great educator. I'm so grateful I know her in my life. Thanks everybody at Bixby's. I really appreciate you, and I love this machine. I can't wait to start sewing on it. Okay, you guys, that's a wrap for today's unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what you saw, and also remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to see what's going on in my world, go to www.bernina.com. thequiltingcamper.com. I would love for you to leave comments and check out what's going on my blog. All right, everybody, I love you so much. Thank you for following me and being a part of this unboxing and excitement. There is a camping trip around the corner, so stay tuned for that. And of course, you know I love my Fat Quarter Shop, so sampler boxes. I do believe August will be coming soon. With all that being said, remember, keep smiling, share some kindness, hug a friend, let them know that you care about them, because sharing kindness is why we are here. All right, everyone, bye for now. You should love your machine. It's your investment. It's what helps you make your craft perfect. It's what helps it's there to make your, and my eyes are going crazy with these ring lights. The ring lights driving me crazy. I'm seeing rings, magenta rings everywhere. There is a spool pin here that pops up. There is a spool pin here that pops up. How cool is that? My phone just died. My phone just died. It's okay, I was done. I have to manually turn my recorder off. I think I can do that here. Once again, thank you for watching. Check out some of my other YouTube videos on my channel, The Quilting Camper. See you really soon.